The final June weekend for NASCAR has just concluded. I'm going to dive right into it. We had 3 races this weekend. We had ARCA, we had trucks, and we had Cup. I'm going to start with the ARCA race. ARCA race was at Gateway, same place as the trucks. Somebody named Creed won. I don't know what his name is, but good job, Creed. We have the truck race at Gateway on Saturday. Justin Haley won. It's good to see somebody besides a KBM truck winning. And now we dive into the Cup race. I'm going to do a full review, and then I'm going to give my opinion. So we get to the first stage. We got Larson starting first, Truex is second, Harvick's fifth. Those are the notables. We have the green flag come out. Kyle Larson leads the first 5 laps. He's then passed by Martin Truex Jr., and he leads for about 17 laps. Lap 22, the 3 laps to go on the stage, we had strategy. That's the big thing about this race. There's a lot of strategy. We had people like Kyle Busch, like Joey Logano, like Denny Hamlin. They pit with 3 to go because the pit road closes with 2 to go. And then on lap 23, we have the leaders like Truex and Harvick. They pit because the race is more important for them than the stage points because they're already locked in. So these stage points and playoff points for Allmendinger, for Chase Elliott, those are more important than the actual win right now, somewhat. So we have the 78 and the Ford. They both pit with 2 to go. And A.J. Allmendinger, he takes the lead. A.J. Allmendinger wins the stage. We have the only notable person in the stage, in the top 10 that I can think of, is Casey Kane at 10th. And then we have pit stops. Again, strategy, it ensues. We have the people that pitted on lap 22 and 23, like Truex, like Harvick, like Kyle Busch. They stayed out. And we have the people that stayed out for the stage win, like Allmendinger, like Casey Kane. I think Brad Keselowski got second. They pit. And then we have a restart. On lap 30, we have Truex, he pulls to the lead. We have the 4 car, Kevin Harvick, he's second. We have 78 pull ahead. And then on lap 35, A.J. Allmendinger, basically he just missed a shift. Same scenario that happened with Bubba Wallace at Pocono. I mean, he shifted from second to third, and it went from second to first, and he over-revved the engine. Blew it up. His day's done. During the caution, we also had Jamie McMurray. He was leaking oil or something. I don't remember what they said, but Jamie McMurray, A.J. Allmendinger, their day is done. We have a restart on lap 37. Truex pulls ahead. The 4 is able to kind of track him, and within 5 laps, Kevin Harvick passes Martin Truex. But then we're getting to the end of the stage, and then there's more strategy. So on lap 47, with 3 to go in stage 2, we got people like Kurt Busch, like Paul Menard that are in, the back half of the top 10, top 15. They pit. Lap 48 with 2 to go, very resemblant to the first stage. We have people like Harvick, like Truex, those leaders, they pit with 2 to go. And like stage 1, we have people staying out, like Denny Hamlin, like Chase Elliott, like Jimmy Johnson, the people that the stage points are more crucial for them than it is for somebody like Harvick or Truex. They stay out, and Denny Hamlin wins stage 2, Chase Elliott finishes second, Jimmy Johnson finishes third, and the back half of the top 10 really interested me because 8th place was McDowell, 9th place was Chris Buescher, and Ryan Newman was in P10. And then we have pit stops, same thing as stage 1. The people that pitted before the end of the stage stay out, like Harvick, like Truex, like Kurt Busch, they stay out. And then the people that stayed, and the people that got top 10 in the stage, like Denny Hamlin, like Chase Elliott, they pit during the stage caution, and then we get them all set back up. Stage 3, we have a restart. Harvick's in the lead. Harvick pulls ahead, and nothing really happens throughout the stage except on lap 70, because on lap 70, we have the strategy really start to ensue. On lap 70, we have Kyle Larson. We have people like Paul Menard. They pit, and then every lap, there was always a different car that pitted because there's different strategy. And on lap 73, we had Kevin Harvick pitting, and then Truex was the leader. He stayed out for about 7 or 8 laps, because what he was thinking is, if a caution doesn't come out, I can pit, I can get fresher tires, I can run them down because there's 30 laps left in the race. And that's exactly what Truex does. He pits on lap 80, gets fresher tires, gets out, and by the time Truex gets out, Harvick's in the lead. He's only about 8 or 9 seconds behind, so he's able to not pull up, but he's able to track him down within 10 laps. And I think on lap 90, Truex passes Harvick, and he resumes the lead, and he's pulling away. And Harvick thought that maybe since there's 15 laps to go, that he can get fresh tires, and he can go maybe track them back down because, in my opinion, throughout the day, Harvick had the faster car than Truex. So Harvick and Clint Bowyer, who was shockingly in the top 5, they come back out. They're not able to track him down, and for the last 15 laps, as a Truex fan, I'm clenching my fist. I'm really hoping that there's not a caution, and luckily enough, there wasn't. Truex goes on to get his 3rd win of the season. Kevin Harvick able to track 2nd back down. He's able to get 2nd. Clint Bowyer, who's on the same strategy as Kevin Harvick, gets 3rd. Chase Elliott, who's on the same strategy as Truex, but then again he's a Chevy, he gets 4th. And Kyle Busch, who generally had a meh car, is 5th. Eric Jones. The thing about Eric Jones is, last year Eric Jones was a rookie, and he started last year in like 30th, and last year he finished like 25th. So this is a good progress day for Eric Jones, Sonoma wise. And Chris Buescher races for the same team as AJ Allmendinger, and he's able to rebound Doherty Racing, or no, not Doherty Racing. God, I'm so old. Kroger Clicklist Racing to a top 15 after Dinger blew his engine. That's basically it. Truex wins, Harvick 2nd, Kyle Busch 5th, the big 3 in the top 5. In my opinion, the race was honestly a 7 or 7.5. The thing is that though it didn't have a lot of cautions, it made up for it in strategy because you had different strategies. You had people like Martin Truex Jr. that stayed out 7 laps after Harvick pitted because he was going to get those fresher tires because of the tire fall off. He was hoping for no caution, and it would have been very possible if a caution came out. And it wasn't. Truex won. That's very good. Then, and overall, the race was generally boring, but like I said before, it made up in strategy. Yeah, that's basically it. I don't really know what else to say. My name is Tyler Johnson. I make race reviews, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.